Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to I set this thing to quiet, so why does it automatically turn itself to gaming? I honestly hate the fan controls on this laptop, I really do. Like, I set them to quiet, and then, like, look at it, right now, it went to gaming. I don't want to be on gaming, I want to be on quiet. I don't like the fact that it changes whenever I Alt-Tab. Like, I don't like that at all. But, or whenever I tab into the game, it changes. I wish it stayed on the setting that I set it to. But what's really annoying is that it's not like a normal application either, because it doesn't show up in the taskbar and it doesn't show up as a window. You have to make sure that there is nothing, like the only thing that this little window, this control center, will go over is the desktop and desktop icons. So if you have any, and it doesn't show up as a window, it doesn't show up in the taskbar, or I don't even know if it shows up in the task manager, to be honest with you. I've never been able to find it, which is a bit weird, but it's just really strange. And it doesn't even work half the time, because I put it on quiet, and then it immediately switches to gaming, which is not what I wanted at all. But what's even worse is the fact that it will randomly set itself to quiet against my wishes, even if I set it to gaming. And you might be like, oh, it's some automated AI thing, so that when it detects that you're using, like, a lot of power, it will switch you to normal or gaming or, like, the boost mode or whatever, right? But the problem with that is that it's second enemy and second mystery, along with two stat checks. So really, we just have to worry about second enemy and second mystery. But what's really annoying is that it doesn't do that at all. Or if it does, the AI is really stupid. Because how it works is that, essentially, it will... Like, let's say I'm using Adobe, right? Like, I'm using Adobe Premiere or the media encoder or whatever. It will randomly turn itself to quiet, and then Adobe will lag out because it basically, like, the laptop throttles itself. And so then I set it to gaming so that the laptop will stop doing that, and then guess what happens? You want to know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. The freaking laptop turns itself back to quiet. Like when I Alt-Tab or minimize the window or, you know, just do anything that's not clicking the quiet button, or the gaming button. And so, right, like, it's just all over the place. It's not consistent at all. And I have no idea if closing the application does anything or not. So, Household Hell, Freaky Feature, Eels. So, we'll go Eels for sure. Because that's nice. So, it was Knowledge and Dexterity, right? I'm pretty sure it was. So we just have to level both of those once, and we're fine. What weapon do we want to get? Honestly, I'm tempted to try to go for the monkey wrench, but I think both the bandage and the bottle are useful enough. So we'll just go for the steak knife, I think. Or not, I guess. We don't have to do that, you know? I'm not gonna re-roll multiple times. I think I'd rather not. Let's just hope we don't get into a fight with something, because that would be, rather bad. But, other than that, you know, I had a pretty good day. I went on a yield nature walk. That was kind of fun. And by kind of fun, I mean, you know, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't fun. It was a lot of fun. Got a lot of cool photographs. No, you can't see them. They are mine. Why did I take them? I took them for memories, to remember that I was here, dude! Aw, I wasn't there, though. Or at least I wasn't my head wasn't in the game. My head was in the clouds. Not in the Eldritch Desert. I mean, this sucks either way, so let's just nail the amazing dice roll. We've never had dice rolls this good. Like, Miku normally has, like, absolutely atrocious... Let's just take the Doom, dude. 3% Doom? Nah. I would rather take the Doom than the Reason, because we don't have any, like, Reason generation yet. So this is a little bit weird. We kill him in 3 turns. So, actually, can we brace? How does this work? So we can brace, and then we can sever once. He goes down to 12. So we actually end up taking 3. That's doable. That's doable, honestly. You know, I don't have a problem with that. And what we can actually do... Oh... Does severing count as attacking? I guess we'll find out on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, we'll do this, and then we'll sever 3 times. Hopefully we don't die. Okay, thank God. Okay, so we need to get this taken care of pretty quickly, because that's awful. So we'll go ahead and, because Mangled Hand can't be taken care of by bandage, right? No, absolutely not. It's, bandage can only take care of, minor injuries or major injuries that are blood-related. So we'll go ahead and get the Inumasu look, which, if we were on Timeline A, we wouldn't mind that too much. But hey, free painkillers, so let's just hope that Hasty Aid doesn't do anything bad to us. You know, we paid good money to get our hand unmangled. You'd think they would give us... Can't believe we made that skill check, which sucks, because I wanted to get thrown out, because we'd lose stamina instead. We are going to level up soon, though. Oh, that's beautiful. So that was the first enemy that we fought. So hopefully we can, you know, get a weapon of some kind. And then, you know, just vibe. We didn't get Vigil, though, did we? We got Household Hell. Which I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. Oh, that sucks, but we did get a bottle of sludge, so who cares? So it was dexterity and knowledge, right? It was knowledge, yeah, it was knowledge and dexterity, sign and Nurgle right there. So, I mean, adrenaline's pretty good. So I think we'll take adrenaline and then we'll take reason. That sounds nice. I clicked out of the lighthouse, so that's just speedrun strats, honestly. We have enthrallment, which is bad, although it is Ath Yellowzath, so maybe, like, do we want to go up to 25% Doom First Mystery? I don't know if we do, honestly. We've already seen Moriko, but we should probably do that again, just in case, you know what I mean? Just in case. So, we don't have Vigil, because Vigil's an easy weapon. Akamanto's gonna be a little scary, and we actually have multiple boss fights, so I think what we'll do... We don't have roads closed, we have contaminated water. So we'll go with Household Hell, but we need to pick up a weapon on this floor. Now, what I probably should have done was open up the occult store and go buy the small candle. But I think, like, it's kind of a bummer because we've already used 2 tree charges, so we would have to sell the painkiller and the bandage to buy, like, a monkey wrench, which I think is probably what we want to do. So let's go ahead and do that. We got hunger, so that means, who cares? I don't. And so we'll go to the hardware store, and what do we got here? I don't want to use the crowbar, although we do need to use the crowbar at some point for, like, ending B on, mermaids. I keep saying mermaids because mermaids are involved, but sailors. No, not sailors. You know, the thing, the mad janitor. We could take the hammer... but 60% base chance is just awful. And 4 damage isn't really worth it, though. So we'll re-roll the monkey wrench. You love to see it. And we'll sell the painkillers, and we'll sell the bandage. I don't really know how I feel about giving this man both of those items, but it's probably better than giving him this. So we're just gonna have to live with our decision, to be honest with you. Like, here's the thing. I don't really know why you would take the Carpenter's Hammer over the Monkey Wrench, because the chance to regain stamina is really low, and the damage accuracy is better on the Monkey Wrench. It's just it's 5 time units slower, which is not a big deal at all. Maybe we should have taken Doom there because we are playing as Miku, but I don't know. I feel like it's either or. So is this our second enemy? Because the first enemy was Twisted Corpse, right? So, second mystery, Household Hell. Second enemy, Young Witch. Which, because we're playing as, you know, Miku, is probably important, because Doom is gonna... get up there. Like, I mean, honestly, this is just like, what would you rather have? you know what I mean? It's like, what would you rather use? Because I mean, this is great. You know, this is fine. Now, admittedly, we do have adrenaline, so that makes this a lot easier. But at the same time, you know, it's like, it's just 15%. It's not, this is stamina, that's what we want. I'm a little bit concerned here. We might rest twice, which is very sketchy, but, okay. So what we can do here is the ye old win the game strategy of improvising and choosing violence. And by that I mean choosing violence against people who litter their trash everywhere. And with our friend Burning Man, appropriately and in an environmentally friendly way. Oh, I just equipped it. I was almost about to throw the monkey wrench. That could have been bad. So what we'll do is we'll just keep throwing. It's actually completely wild. It's completely wild to me, just thinking about the fact that we can even, like, equip an improvised weapon. Like, it's so weird to me. Mainly just like, it's so bizarre, right? To even think about. Absolutely, our nostrils will become haunted. I think that is not a controversial statement, and we'll rest. Do we rest? Yeah, we'll rest twice. Okay. It's a little bit risky, especially because the mansion is doomed, so we're gonna go up to like 40% doom here. We'll take the reason damage, I suppose, because you've just got to assume you're gonna take damage as Miku. Like, your stats are so bad. But when you get a free space like Reading Room, you just gotta be grateful for it. There is a possibility that we get some... Like, there's a possibility we get a light source, but I'm not hoping for it. Like, I think it's probably just better. So we can't kill in one turn unless we throw our broken bottle. So what I kind of want to do is... I don't want to dodge, because there's, like, no point. It's a 40% chance, though, right? Like, it would be nice. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That's actually quite bad. And so anyways, I threw the broken bottle because I was scared. And then what we did was 2 90% chances. Does that sound about right to you? 2 90% chances as a treat? That's a little bit unfortunate. That could end up getting us killed, depending on what happens here. If we get a minus stamina event and we don't level up in time, could be rather frightening. Or we could just get multiple cadavers in a row and just die. That is another entirely possible situation. We don't have a Fear Festival backing us up, so there's not really anything that we could do in that regard either. I don't want to level up yet. Like, it's a good idea. It is a good idea to level up, because then we'd have accuracy if we got into a fight. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh, this is quite bad. So we'll do this, and then we're gonna just pray to any god that is listening that is not the one that we're currently trying to defeat. If we can recover and heal, we're in a winning position, but I'm scared. So, I wish there was some sort of, like, you know, I don't want to get art knowledge. Although, do we have to go to the school? What is it again? No, we don't have to go to the... Well, we do. It's Akamanto and the Perverted Centipede. So I guess we'll take art knowledge just because. And we have to take stamina here to heal. Because we don't have any other way of healing stamina off the top of my head. Mainly because we're lacking clean water, and we are lacking. This is pretty rough for mystery number 3, by the way. We are gonna level up again soon, so it's not a huge deal, but it's like living till that point, and so we're gonna have to be pretty. I wouldn't say... Okay, so first of all, we're not going to cast this, so just give me the reason. Like, I don't care if we get to Ito Park. I don't care about enthrallment that much. Okay, so we need to get this taken care of. That was a big misplay on my end, because that's gonna cost us. But the problem is that we still need, like, some way of recovering stamina that isn't resting at the house. We could die here, but this is a risk that I think we're going to have to take. Because we just need to get through it. -2 reason, aka -1 reason. I don't want to go through there yet. The mansion is doomed, so we take 4% doom. How's the forest doing? The forest is also doomed. So I feel like it's just a Hail Mary at that point. I think what I would rather do, because it's 4% doom to go to the mansion twice because of the doom, or it could even be 6 if we're unlucky, I believe. So we might as well just do this. Like, I know it's kind of sketchy, and it probably will lose us the game because we don't have the monument, but I think that that's just kind of what you have to do. I thought that was +1% doom. Okay, so for some reason, this is actually 2 threat levels, so that's a lot nicer. Our luck is terrible, so we'll take the perception check. We just need to be able to get through this mystery relatively quickly. That's fantastic. You love to see that. We're max threat level now, by the way, which is a little bit disappointing. We are probably going to die unless we get some minus doom events, but there's not really anything that we can do about that. We've been getting pretty unlucky with the Miku games, honestly. Like, we were really lucky. It's just that we had, like, a series of unfortunate events, basically. And I feel like that is what we call a bummer. So we're actually we're in a really strong position now, but, like, literally, the meme is, at what cost? So I think the idea is that, I mean, that's huge. Like, that's really good. But the problem is we just had to go to an area that was just doomed, right? Like, for the first 3 mysteries, we had to go to doomed areas, which is super unlucky. And then, you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles. But then even more, it's like we just get so low health. And then when we're in a position where we could use the monument, we don't have the monument unlocked. So it's just kind of bad all around. But what we can do... I mean, here's the thing about opening up the occult store, right? Is that Akamanto fulfills the exact same purpose as the Forbidden Idol, but you don't have to, like... You don't get 4% doom just for checking Akamanto out. And so the question here is, do we think we'll live to finding Akamanto? Because Crimson Cape is a pretty big mystery. Like, we could easily do Abnormal Arms, but I think we might doom out before then. So I think it's time to fight Akamanto, which is pretty risky, but we have a lot of advantages. We have 3 things that we can throw, one of them being the Bottle of Sludge. We have a Demon Mask, we have Monkey Wrench, and, like, Compass isn't very good in the late game, but it should be fine. +1 reason, that's always nice. And we're just keeping on. I think we're in a really dominant position when it comes to, like, actually having a chance to win the run. It's just that, hold on, it's 14. I mean, that's not really good enough. So this is 34. The problem is that, yeah, this is technically faster. It just doesn't really do us any good. Because unless we throw something, like the compass... I mean, that's sketchy, honestly. That's kind of sketchy. But I think it should be fine, because we're going to put the Akamanto mask on anyways. We need to get lucky here. Like, we cannot take continued stamina damage. Turning on the lights, the threat level's low enough, right? That we'll actually heal? Yes, okay. Because the school is not a risky area yet. It's the downtown that we have to worry about. Although, speaking of which, I think we can just do this, right? We should just be able to do this. I mean, that's 14, right? We already did that. We already calculated that earlier. So I think we're... So we're going into Akamanto with 7 stamina. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not entirely happy about that, but I think we can make it work. Because we have Bottle of Sludge. Really, that's it. Like, yeah... Oh, actually, 70% on Akamanto is pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's pretty good. If we're cheeky, I think we might want to... Like... the play here, okay, like the play here is to just guarantee that both the strong attacks hit and then we kill him. Right? Like, that is 100% the play. However, I am a little bit worried about the perverted centipede because our stamina is so low. It should theoretically be fine, but I'm not certain. Although the Akamanto mask does buy us time to rest if need be. Looting, I don't think is going to be that useful yet, because, well, I don't think it's going to be useful that game, or this run, I should say, because the problem is that how many enemies are we realistically going to fight, right? Like, if we fought, like, no, it's not realistic enough to actually work. As for the level up here, we're going to take Stamina and Folklore Studies, which might be a little bit weird, I am aware, but I want our stat checks to be better. Like, obviously we don't need Folklore Studies or, like, Quick Thinking for the Lighthouse, but at that point it was purely just being chosen for stats. Because I think the stats have a higher chance of helping us out than the whatchamacallit. I think the stat... I don't care that we don't have Enthrallment. I don't care. I think that the raw stats now is probably better than the whatchamacallit, the alternative. So we'll listen to the man, because this should, unless we have fetid fumes, which I don't think we do. Oh, we do have fetid fumes. Whoops. A little bit of a misplay there then. But we're probably gonna have to rest anyways. We're probably gonna have to rest twice. I can't really afford, right? Like, here's the problem. I can't really afford to fail this, but I think that we just have to take the risk anyways, because it's a low threat level, so there's no modifier. So as long as we don't roll an 8 or higher, you know, we should be perfectly fine. And, like, I'm gonna leverage that. Like, I honestly will, because I feel like that's how you're supposed to do it. Now for this, you really do hate to see Gigolo. Like, you really do hate to see Gigolo. But you can just, like, kill him in one turn, right? Because you can do... Well, you can do 14... Oh, yeah, you can do 26. You can literally just do 26. That's very nice to see. So do we want to go in with 5-5? No, we don't. We really don't. So we're going to rest, and we're actually going to rest twice. We still have the Akamanto mask. We got very lucky with Doom, and the fact that the apartment stayed safe the entire game. So 7-7 is more than enough to also deal with the fact that we don't have a light source. So, I mean, that literally means nothing. Like, if something truly evil could attack you in the lighthouse, that'd be quite frightening, but that's not in the game, so. Now, this is, you know, a chance, theoretically, but this is just, like, such a good play. Like, you really can't complain about just doing this. I don't even have to think about this. Like, it's just strong. Broken nose, oh no. Whatever will I do? So, we've won the game. We didn't need the Akamanto mask, which is pretty fun. Doomed already for the memes, because it actually does work in the lighthouse. And we'll just do 10 strength. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, no, I think we finally won as Miku on this save file, which is very nice. You might be thinking, but Web, you haven't won yet. Let me explain. So, second enemy was, you know, the thing, the person. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't. Second mystery was, Household Hell. Was it the dolls? Yeah, it was the dolls, wasn't it? So it was the dolls, Household Hell, and then -3 reason because no light source, and then we're making both the stat checks. So, you know, worst comes to worst, like, I have to use the Akamanto mask if we get unlucky with the Doom. Oh no, it was Young Witch, for sure. It was, for sure, it was Young Witch. I remember, because we had to go to the school once, right? Yeah, because Young Witch was, wait a minute. Yeah, wait, was Young Witch in the eels? Maybe, I don't remember. But once I saw the name, I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But yeah, no, we didn't really need to use the Akamanto mask. But here's the thing. I thought we were gonna lose because the game's Doom system is... Like, once you see how the Doom is going for that mystery, you can pretty much just say to yourself, oh, okay, we're gonna get a lot of Doom this mystery, or we're gonna get basically none. And so when I saw the apartment mystery, and we're getting, like, you know, maybe, like, 1% Doom every now and again, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna be fine. But, you know, we don't normally fight Akamanto immediately, so that's pretty cool. I think at some point, we probably have to do Junior Priest. Also, I played a little bit off camera the other day, and I forgot to mention this in the last episode. I got the ending where you ditch Kana. Or not ditch Kana, sorry. I got the ending where you don't save Kana. So, I think that that's probably just good for... that's probably just nice in general. But, you know, we really do need to get, like, Chainsmoker, Junior Priest, Paranoia Agent. A lot of these things just add some variety to the game. Although, wait, this one's the flare gun, isn't it? Like, the flare gun's not implemented yet, so, you know, maybe we don't have to get that one immediately. But it is an easy achievement to get, theoretically speaking, of course. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name's Webweaver. I will see you on the next episode of World of Horror. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're staying safe out there. Goodbye.